You are about to embark on a whole new journey. What you're about to start this month is going to change every single aspect of your life. And you know, it's going to be really, really scary. No, I'm joking. It's not going to be scary at all. In fact, you are going to see there is so much beyond waiting for you. There is so much that you need to do in terms of like expressing yourself, in terms of living your life, in terms of making one of the biggest decisions ever. What is going to happen, my gorgeous Libra, by the time you get to the around 11th of June 2022, you are going to be facing a very unusual situation in your life. That situation is going to require from you to respond in a very, very unique way. When I say in a very unique way, you need to remember that you have to take care of yourself at this moment in time. You need to put yourself first. And the second thing is what you need to remember, that you expressing yourself is going to be so important. You putting your foot down, it's going to be so important. You putting your point across the way you want to put your point across, it's going to be really important. Above all, you following your own intuition, my gorgeous Libra. And you know, it's just also at the same time, you knew about this venture for a while now. You knew that this is going to happen because you have been guided by your intuition. You have been guided by your spirit guides. You have been guided by your guardian angel to get to this special, very, very special moment of your life. Okay, it's all about you understanding that now it's time to resonate with your calling and move forward without looking back. Okay, because your courage and determination are going to be celebrated already by the time you get to the 17th and 18th of July. Yes, I know I'm talking about July already, but this is for June, but I'm talking about the 17th and 18th of July already, where this determination and courage are going to already be celebrated. Okay, this is an important stage of your life, what you most importantly need to remember, because it's going to lead towards an absolutely huge, enormous change. My name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and this is your monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my gorgeous Libra, and it's for June 2022. So this monthly horoscope tarot card focus is for you, my gorgeous Libra, and it's for June 2022. You know, you're also going to have such a nice little surprise this month as well. And the surprise that you're going to have, it's going to come through someone whom you feel very emotionally connected. Somebody who means to you so much is going to be playing a really powerful role when it comes to this month for two things. It's going to be surprise, so someone is going to visit you. But then on another hand, it's about the inspiration that you're going to get from that person at the right moment in time, when you're going to feel so weak, and then you're going to feel immediately refreshed as soon as that person make a contact with you again. It's just someone who you don't see like all the time, someone who you see every now and then. It's about to jump beautifully and slide beautifully into your life at the time of uncertainty, and you're going to find this energy so beneficial. It's going to refresh every single aspect of your life, because this person means to you so much. This is a familiar soul, this is a familiar spirit that is at the same time gonna be part of this process where you're gonna have your eyes open. So you're gonna be really kind of like having that power quite beneficial at that moment in time to stand even firmer on your own ground. The more firmer you stand on your own ground, the more firmer you follow your intuition, the more firmer you are around the aspects in your life that mean to you so much, the more you're gonna preserve your own success, and the more successful you're going to be. Because the number in numerology that you have, it's number 777. Libra, I think that you had this number before. This is such a powerful number. It's the highly influential number, and the influence of this number, it's the reflection that we get from it so much, because it's opening us up so beautifully towards the spirit world, towards the guardian angels, towards the actual angels in our lives, and we are able to understand so much more through the actual signs. Just also pay attention to the signs that you are going to have throughout this month, especially when it comes to the 7th of June, 17th of June, and the 27th of June. There are going to be 3 mind-blowing signs that you are going to have, and these signs are going to be a miraculous part of your journey, because by the time you get to the 29th and the 30th of June, you know, you're going to be facing a pretty much so, oh my Lord, contemplation, contemplation, contemplation. But because you had these signs, your answer to this contemplation is going to be so completely different to what it normally would be. Perhaps you would, maybe normal circumstances, give your power away to someone else. Maybe, I'm not saying that you're giving your power away to someone else, but I'm just saying that sometimes we are surrounded by the world of very difficult people around us with a very heavy and inconsistent energy, which can be only confusing. They get what they want to get out of us because their energy is so strong, and it just puts us in a position where we are drained, so we don't act accordingly. So you see, you will be able to see and understand how things are very interestingly connected. What else I was going to say, my gorgeous Libra, you know, oh my God, it's the 777, it's the mind-blowing number. It's one of the most powerful numbers, you know, when it comes to like angels, when it comes to our guides, when it comes to us knowing and feeling that we're on the right way, that we're on the right path. Number 444, it's also like very powerful when it comes to this, also as a number 777, because these are very powerful angelic numbers that you have been showered with, but with this powerful energy throughout the months of July, throughout the months of June 2022, and it's most likely going to be July as well. Also very strong number, because very strong energy of guardian angels around you, because it's a strong connection in June and July. So where you're going to start in June, it's already going to explode in July. Where you're going to be wondering, my gorgeous Libra, in June, oh, is this going to work or not? You know, this is already going to give you like really important answers in July, because July in itself, it's 7th month of the year. So here you have number 7 again. My gorgeous Libra, I told you millions of times, you're very powerful when it comes to like being born with this very strong sense of like there is something else beyond, because there is so much around us that we are not aware of necessarily, you know. But you are one of the signs who you don't even understand and realize your power, like the way you read people, the way you know people. When you know that something is wrong, you know that something is wrong. When you know that something is right, you know that something is right. So you already have all these things in your hand, on your side, because you are naturally psychic, empathic, my gorgeous Libra, indeed. And let me tell you, my gorgeous Libra, is the actual, you know, basically you are, you know, gonna overcome an absolutely mind-blowing problem. There was a really problem that you've had, and it created an obstacle in your life, and this problem became a rather heavy challenge, you know, and it became very difficult, and it was really kind of messing up so much on your path when it comes to your own victory. So this, you know, you are gonna overcome an important problem, which is gonna be all about the actual, it's gonna lead towards a rather successful negotiation. So this is gonna be the final stage. So you will know that you will overcome a massive problem, but there is gonna have to be an important negotiation which is going to follow. When you find yourself like part of the negotiation, you always, my gorgeous Libra, put your gorgeous little foot down. Put your little high heel down, my gorgeous Libra. Boom. Put your gorgeous your high heel down. Now put your foot down, my gorgeous Libra, you know, because it's all about you expressing yourself and proving your point. You must prove your point, and you must not worry about how other people think or how other people feel and things like that. I almost feel like you're gonna need to be like a little bit firm here as well. And you know, when it comes to that negotiation, listen, you can take this in so many different ways. When it comes to that negotiation, I'm not saying that person who you're going to negotiate with is going to be bad, but I'm just saying that you know, sometimes people are naughty and they're going to try to take an advantage as much as they can if they feel the vulnerability, because a lot has been happening in your life and this is going to mean to you so much. You're going to be really happy and really excited, so you don't kind of want that other person to kind of like try to like see a bit of vulnerability in you, not because you're happy and excited, but then sometimes, you know, this like a little bit like a darkish entities, you know, they take over in this particular way, because you know, they maybe think that you're like naive or something, you know. It doesn't really matter. So you just need to kind of really, the bottom line is just to put your foot down as much as you can. You are going to be really kind of facing just uncertainty, how this is exactly going to unfold, but you're gonna feel deep within that this is the right thing to do, my gorgeous Libra. Indeed, not only that this is going to lead towards a very, very, very successful successful negotiation, but this negotiation is going to allow you to be happy afterwards. It's going to allow you to feel the happiness, pleasure and joy, peace, healing that you didn't feel in a long time, because it's all about this contentment that you're going to be thinking about. And then at the same time, you know, I know that people in your life are going to be so proud of you for making these necessary next steps in your life, and this is also going to be adding up towards your own happiness. But it's all about you being able to make one of the biggest changes when it comes to your home, and when it comes to your immediate environment, and when it comes to things that you want to do in such a long time, but you couldn't because it wasn't the right time, and now it's the right time because things are going to start unfolding beautifully for you. Think about a lotus moment, my gorgeous Libra. You are going through your lotus moment, lotus moment. I've got a lotus moment. Think about the lotus moment, my gorgeous Libra. It's like you're growing through the mud, dark, dirty mud. You know, you're growing through the dark, like a muddy water, you know. And it's such a remarkable, it's an incredible process, you know. It's almost like a little caterpillar becoming like a butterfly. It's like this amazing nature of the actual lotus flower. It's like growing like this, and then the bottom line is rising above everything. That's exactly what your gorgeous little head is going to be, my gorgeous Libra. You're going to rise above so much more, and you will see how powerful you are. This is the first time in a long time when you're going to realize your own unique essence and the power of just our life giving us so much back, like as a reward, only when we just go against the currents a little bit and doing things that are primarily like important to us. They're coming from us. Our subconscious mind is our best guiding light, alongside an angels and the spirit guides and guardian angels, you know, and you know this, of course. On another hand, my gorgeous Libra, what you need to remember is all about the discipline. It's very important. This is the time to take the bull by the horns, you know, but at the same time, it's all about creating the actual strategy, you know. It's about creating a strategy. Just remember this. And this in itself, This in itself is going to be evident at around the 16th of June, especially when it comes to like creating this strategy, and at around the 7th of June and the 16th of June. It's all about creating this strategy, you know, and it's all about, on another hand, your inner truth, you know. This is about you intuitively knowing, you know, so much when it comes to like the wisdom of the heart. Because what is going to happen, this is going to lead towards an important clarity, and the clarity that you are going to have, it's going to open your eyes, and it's going to happen to you like the first thing in the morning. Something is going to be on your mind when it comes to this clarity, my gorgeous Libra. You're going to wake up one morning at around the mid-June, you know, and something is going to be on your mind, like oh my God, in form of the actual clarity. Just, it's going to come to you out of the blue, and it's really going to surprise you. And the reason why I say you're going to wake up in the morning, you know, that meditation, very powerful stage, the energy is completely different. And like when we wake up in the morning, because when we sleep, we are part of the so many different dimensions, because when we are awake, only the tiny little percentage of our brain is working. When we go to sleep, the rest of Big Mama is working, and we are flying, we are doing all sorts of things, but we don't necessarily remember. But what we do remember and what we are aware of is when we wake up in the morning and then you're thinking about something, that's going to be on your mind so much in the form of the actual clarity, then that in itself is going to make you aware that the change is absolutely imminent, and it's going to require your own alteration. And that in itself, you know, the next step, within the next few days, you will see that it's going to be connected to the sudden collapse of plans. But then again, at the same time, you are doing the right thing. And when I said that it's going to be connected to the sudden collapse of plans, this is something to do previously, almost as if you made the wrong decision, you made the wrong choice, because you were maybe manipulated by some or some other people. I'm not saying that you're easily to manipulate, but it's almost like you've learned your mistake here. You've learned a very hard and very important lesson, and this is only going to work in your favor. Even little orchids say, yeah, my darling, this is going to work in your favor. This life is not meant to be easy. This life is not meant to be simple, but we can make it easier, and we can make it more simple to us. And in order to make it easier and more simple to us, we just have to follow our own intuition. And regardless what's happening around you, what is going on, don't slow you down. Don't slow your spiritual journey. Okay, you just keep going, and the more difficult it is out there, the more difficult it is around you. This is the strongest sign that you need to stay concentrated, you need to stay focused, and you need to keep going on your own path. That's the only way to ground yourself, my gorgeous Libra. Indeed. So just remember this. You see, little orchid had her word. You see, so. And then, you know, when you become aware of this sudden collapse of the plans, you know, at the same time, there are, you know, that you're going to become aware of like a hidden enemies. And this will only work in your favor, because on one hand, you know, you are going to become awake of a hidden danger. But then on another hand, you will know that the way out of this is just basically some kind of a skill that you have. You know, it's all about you following your passion and understanding. This is to do with your skill now, and there is an important learning progress that it's connected to it. So it's to do with your skill. This is going to become absolutely evident by the end of the month. You know, it's about your skill. It's going to require a bit of learning. There is an important aspect that is going to slide into your life in the form of the actual sign. You're going to look at something, you're going to see something, and it's going to give you such an idea and vision, but that almost immediately is going to make you aware over the last 11 days in June exactly like what do you need to brush up on when it comes to like things that you really like how to do, but there is one little element missing. So you need to read up about something, you need to learn something, because it's to do with your own progress, and this is still slowing you down, but it doesn't really matter, because you've done absolutely everything absolutely so right up until this moment in time. So this is only the beginning of a sacred unfoldment for you, and it's bringing you the whole new perspective into your life. And this is why I'm so excited about you, because you know, not only this is the time of your own awakening, but you also, you know, within the last 11 days, you are gonna very strongly know exactly. So first of all, it's going to be that learning process, that what you're going to little bit learn about, read about, and then not that long after that moment in time, you will see that is natural progress, natural progression. From that moment in time, it's going to require from you to explore the specific part of your life, and you're going to like this so much. So it's all about exploration within the last 11 days of June. It's all about you going on the next step, you know. It's all about you understanding that this is the time for you to create your story, and it is the most potent form of magic, my gorgeous Libra. Create your story, follow your passion, do what you want to do. It's about you really exploring something so important here, by realizing as well that you are about to find yourself on a mind-blowing beginning, new stage, bright prospect, which is going to be impossible to ignore. But as the time goes by, there's so many other possibilities that you're also going to become aware of. Just pay attention to things that make you feel optimistic, and pay attention to like the way you feel as soon as you're thinking about this and focusing on, and let alone when you just throw yourself into all sorts of like kind of into the whole sea of wonderful opportunities. You know, you need to understand that by the end of the June, you know, it's all about you changing the way you're looking at the things and situations in your life. But it's also as important for you to understand that this is the time to embrace your uniqueness, my gorgeous Libra. You have to embrace your uniqueness, which is going to kind of make you think a little bit, and it's going to cause a temporary pause in the action. But then on another hand, it's all about the inspiration that you are going to get out of it, wiseness that you are going to get out of it, because you know it's all about your leadership skills are very needed, you know, and you know someone very unexpectedly it's going to support your cause, and this is going to mean to you so much, and you will see exactly what I mean. Okay, so now my gorgeous Libra, I'm just going to see when it comes to like the you know, nutrition, health and things like that. So I do see that you're also going to have a little bit of like a stomach digestion problems again. There is the blockage in your stomach. It's nothing that's going to be too bad or anything like that, but I know that you are going to feel a little bit of discomfort every now and then, and this is going to kind of really affect you, and it's maybe going to drain your energy a little bit. And what else I see, a very much so a sensitive skin on your whole body. Your skin is going to feel a little bit different. Your skin is going to feel a little bit sensitive. So what do I think it's brilliant for you to do? Well, what would you need to do is like try to spend some time in the nature, within the nature. I said this before, but this is an incredible time of the year to actually do this. Try to spend some time within the nature, in the forest. Try to bath yourself in the sun. Try to like kind of meditate within the wind. But at the same time, you also need to try to kind of drink every single morning as soon as you wake up 1 little glass of water and squeezed an organic unwaxed lemon. So every single morning, if you can take a little bit of water, and if you can squeeze a little bit of unwaxed lemon and just drink it, this is going to make you feel so much better about yourself. It's not only remarkable content of vitamin C that we get in lemon, but at the same time it's going to be superb and very beneficial for so many other things, especially when it comes to your digestion, especially when it comes to your energy, especially when it comes to your skin. Your skin becomes so much nicer. The lemon water is so powerful. So try to drink it, and you will see how your energy levels are really going to shoot up, but also it's going to clear so many blockages when it comes to your digestion, and it's going to be superb when it comes to your skin health. You're going to be like a gorgeous shiny mama within the few days. So this is something I would highly suggest you. So now my gorgeous Libra, I'm just going to see what is going to be the first date that you should be paying attention to. But before I go there, this is something that I highly recommend you. I get so excited about this pendant like there is no tomorrow. This is probably one of my most powerful and most special and more unique and most significant pendants that you can possibly get. It's called Nellit, and Nellit is a natural combination of two crystals, like tiger's eye and another crystal. So it's natural combination of these two crystals. They're not made or anything like that. It's natural combination, and it's a very powerful crystal on its own. Why is it so powerful? I will tell you why. Do you know what is the most powerful part of our body, or one of the most powerful parts of our body? Big Mama is like a pineal gland. Pineal gland is one of the most powerful parts of our body. This is what you need to remember, because this is where our third psychic eye is. When the pineal gland, when we are connected to our pineal gland, we understand so much more. We start opening up. We start sorry, we start, my hands, we start, you see, even Kitty agrees, yeah, this is a big thing, this is a big mama. When we start opening up, you know, we start realizing so much more, we start seeing so much more, we kind of, you know, it's only the beginning stages, you know, you unlock your third psychic eye, and you know that there is so much more to already what it is. I know that my viewers, of course, my gorgeous people, people. You are meant to be, you are here for a reason. And you know that there is so much more to life. You know, it's like how important is spirituality, how important is energy, you know, how important spirits are in our lives. So let alone like the power of having like unlocked your pineal gland, then you just start understanding even more. You start going slowly on a completely different level. Certain things come to you and you're like, oh my God. And then through your subconscious mind, you start getting all this like kind of, you start remembering your past lives and you start remembering so many things, you know. It's just absolutely incredible. And it's not like obvious, but you just start seeing the similarities on this spiritual journey and other spiritual journeys on a very high frequency, you know. So this is why this nail it, it's called nail it, it's so important. Never mind the fact it protects you from an evil eye, a negative energy, but at the same time it's very, very powerful, okay? And it helps you to really accept who you are, and it helps you to remain remain true to yourself in your own reality. So it helps you to stay true to yourself, and this is also an absolutely fantastic and added bonus as well. This gorgeous nail, it comes with sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. And when you've checked the description below, you just need to click on a read more, and then it's going to click on a read more, and then it's going to expand, you know, further, and in the description, and you will see at the bottom where you can buy this gorgeous pendant. Nail it. By buying things from my channel, you're also supporting my channel as well. I have to say that, so thank you very much, my gorgeous Libra. So the first important date is going to be on the 2nd of June. So on the 2nd of June, you know, I really like this so much because I know that 1st of June it's going to be like a lot is going to be on your mind, like, oh my God, this didn't happen, that didn't happen, and you're just going to think about the timing, how slow certain things are, and how some process in your life can't really tell exactly like when it's going to happen, but certain things, they take their own course, so you just have to be really, really patient. On the 2nd of June, you're going to be reminded of that, of course, but what's going to happen on the 2nd of June that I really like is, why are people going to admire you? Someone in your life so important to you, it's going to admire you, and it's going to admire something about your skill, about something that you do, about some kind of achievement. And this couldn't have happened at a better time of your life, because this is going to mean to you so much. It's going to remind you of your own uniqueness, and it's going to remind you and give you credit where the credit is due. At the time of your life when you need it the most, my babies, you are becoming gorgeous little lotus. Just remember this. So the admiration from someone, it's also kind of going to open you up beautifully. So that in itself is just going to really kind of like give you the strength and give you confidence in order to kind of do something about the part of your life that makes you feel so unhappy and maybe just made you feel like a little bit lonely. So, and also on another hand, you know, because this kind of like, you maybe did follow like at some point in the past like incorrect advice. So that's why you got here. So this is all about the process of learning. So it doesn't really matter. This is all about you karmically coming out of it. So it doesn't really matter, because it's all about you using this path as your own kind of way to your own safety. You know, this is important, and you are going to be facing an obstacle which is going to consist of you being very, very indecisive, but that is going to cause just a little bit of lack of ambition in between the 2nd and the actual 8th of June. But by the time you get to the 17th of June, it's going to be big mama, because the 17th of June you're going to become aware of like a very, very interesting opportunity, baby. And that opportunity that you're only going to become aware of, these are only the beginning stages, you know, it's to do with an advancement in your life. You're going to love this so much, but then again you're going to find it something challenging, but it's only going to be challenging in terms of like you understanding that, you know, these are only the beginning stages. So you just have to, you must, most certainly, most importantly, be patient. Second important date, and before I go there Look at another one. My God, I'm crazy about these pendants. They're so gorgeous and I'm so passionate about this. Look, it looks like a glass. And this baby is probably also like so tough, so powerful. Not only tough and powerful and strong when it comes to protection, when it comes to protecting us, when it comes to grounding us, it has got a power to kind of bring us immediately down on the ground when we feel spaced out or we feel anxious. We feel like, oh my God, I'm in like a dimension number 7057. Oh God, you know, it could be so many things that are going on in our lives. You know, maybe you didn't sleep in 2 days and you have to discuss something important. It can happen. This life is not meant to be an easy baby at all. So this is why this pendant, which is the cold terminated quartz, has got this power and ability not only to protect us immediately, but also to bring you down, right down to the reality where you should be, what you should be facing in order to go forward with your life. And it's the tourmalated quartz, and it's again a natural combination of two crystals, which is like a clear quartz and a black tourmaline. You know, clear quartz, it's all about spirituality, us evolving, you know, and making the most of it, us understanding things, seeing things, understanding our signs, the messages from the universe. But then at the same time, it can open us up. When we are open up, then we can kind of, our energy can change really easily. So this is where the black tourmaline naturally comes in so beautifully, because it brings you down and protects you at the same time. So the balance of this crystal is absolutely mind-blowing. And as I said, it's a natural combination of clear quartz and a black tourmaline that is just basically the nature created its own, like a crystal in its own, that is so powerful. And this also helps you so much to kind of like eliminate destructive patterns, and this is rather important as well. My gorgeous Libra, what else I was going to say, look, it looks like a glass, but it's so tough. My goodness, this is incredible, because many thousands of years, this is so tough, not only when it comes to its properties, but it's also really tough when it comes to being really strong, because thousands of years ago, they used to use this in order to make tools, in order to cut through tools, you know, and it looks like a glass, but it's a big mama glass. Okay, so this is something that I would highly recommend you also, my gorgeous Libra. And by buying things from my channel, you're also supporting my channel as well. And the link to buy this is in the description below. Okay, and when you check the description below, you just need to kind of click on read more, and when you click on read more, it will expand the actual description, and then you will see that these two pendants at the bottom of this description. By buying things from my channel, you're supporting my channel, so thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. The second important date is going to be on the 12th of June. Now the 12th of June, it's all about, you have to follow your instincts on 12th of June. Listen to me very carefully, Libra. You must follow your instincts. This is important, because you will be facing the temptation, like very kind of temptation, big mama temptation, and you have to follow your instincts, because your instincts are going to be talking to you. It's like almost like you're aware of it, but you're ignoring it. But you have to really pay attention to what your instincts are telling you when you come to this temptation, you know, because that in itself is just going to kind of make you feel a little bit more weak, because you will be going through just a little bit of stress at the time, because you will be worrying. And this is natural, because this is also the 12th, 13th and 14th of June are going to be the time when you are going to be having your breaking point, when it comes to you understanding that now it's time to really cultivate your own patience, but at the same time now it's time to kind of like really it's all about your own self-discipline, my gorgeous Libra. So you remember, it's all about your own self-discipline and standing up for your belief, standing up for what you believe. So which means that you must have confidence. You need to have a confidence and challenge those who are kind of challenging you, for example, you know, and challenge those maybe who are telling you things that absolutely don't make sense whatsoever. But when you challenge them, then you just do it very wisely, without them even realizing that you're actually challenging challenging them. You know, this is very important to mention as well. The last part, the date that I would like to you to pay attention to, it's going to be on the 30th of June. Now, you know, on the 30th of June, what you need to remember that there are going to be some outside influences that are going to really kind of make you worried, but you need to kind of ignore this. So you will be facing you will be looking at something on the outside, whether you're going to be looking through your window, whether you're going to be outside, there is something that you're going to be looking at, something that you're going to be facing, the certain person, the certain group of people, and there is something that is not going to be right with their situation, and you will be aware of this, and this is going to be kind of bothering you so much. And this is because you are naturally very open-minded, and naturally you're very empathic, so you'll be feeling that they're going through some kind of a trouble, but you don't want that to affect you or your spiritual journey. You have to get tough, you have to get strong, and you have to keep going, because this is the time of your own transformation and the time of your own enlightenment. And yeah, when that happens, it's not on pink, blue and purple, you know, it's like we facing things, we understand things for what they are, and that is like the air, the water that we need to drink, you know, in order to kind of exist in this world. You have to face this and move forward, because it's time of your own transformation. So don't kind of ignore the feeling and the need to tidy things around you, to kind of fix things around you, to move things around you. Suddenly you're going to become very bored of things around you. You should do this because it's going to increase your personal vibration. And when you feel really tired, you will see when you start moving things around about how your energy is also going to increase, because normally our energy increases when we are moving around, of course, but especially at the time of transformation, it just brings you so many signs and signals that what you wouldn't normally have. Because at the time, I know this is going to sound weird, by the time on the 30th of June when you're doing something and focusing on moving something, you know, you are also kind of going to become aware of some kind of like a bitter experience. You're going to suddenly, some kind of bitter experience is going to come to you that made you feel so disappointed with some other person, and this is a very strong sign that you still need to let someone go. Libra, this is so important. Listen, the 30th of June, it's the karmically, you need to deal with this. Maybe it will happen sorry, when it comes to this situation, it could happen 27th, 28th, 29th and the 30th of June, especially when someone comes back into your mind and you're going to feel so angry about someone. So like specific person left a little bit of bitter taste in your mouth, and you're going to feel so angry. And that is a karmic sign. This is a big mama that you are going on the next stage of your life, but you need to let this go. You need to forgive and forget. Someone, you're still holding grudge towards someone. I know it's easy for me to say, but try to release that person. It's not about them. It's not about what they did, but it's about you releasing yourself and moving on with your life. This is a karmic blockage that you need to deal with. You need to kind of like really do something about it, because it's the part of your own development. You know, this is important. And on another hand, my gorgeous Libra, you know, this is all of the 30th of June. It's like it's a fantastic time when you realize really the improvement that you've actually made in your life, and you will feel this from a different angle. It's to do with the development, promotion, and an important outcome of the past effort. You know, within the last few days of June, these few days are also really brilliant if you're looking for work or if you're looking for promotion. You know, the energy is absolutely spot on, so you can get so much out of it through your own magnetism, through your own energy. You know, you sometimes don't even have to think, you know, when the energy is right, just so much comes out of you. You know, it's brilliant because it's going to help you to remove yourself from unsatisfied desires and struggle, you know, and obstacles that were really draining your energy over the last 5 months in particular, and made you feel really, really unhappy. And even more so by the end of the day, on the 30th of June, it's a fantastic news that you're gonna get, fantastic big mama news that you're gonna get from somebody who's very consistent in your life. You know, very important news when it comes to the actual doing something really, really wise, investing into the really, really kind of making an absolutely mind-blowing wise investment. You will know what this investment is, because it's going to reflect on so many other things and aspects in your life, and it's going to feel absolutely right. Okay, so now my gorgeous Libra, I'm just going to see what is going to be your, what is going to happen to you in the first part of June, mid part of June, and the last part of June, just briefly. The first part of June, it's all about your own personal renewal, you know, and a lot is going to be on your mind. So it's all about reviewing the past and present so you can plan a bright new future, you know. You will start to understand so much more about your life purpose, you know. It's all about releasing judgments, but then again of yourselves and others as well. The mid part of June, it's going to require like an immediate action here. You will be facing a certain challenge, but then again you will be able to manage this very, very successfully indeed. The last part of June, it's all about you embracing your true purpose. You are about to begin a whole new adventure, and you must remember, you need to remember to trust yourself. Just always like what I said before, the more difficult it is around you when you're doing something, and the more you think, oh, it's not the right time, the more successful you're going to be, because karmically you're going to gain a lot out of it, because you're giving credit to yourself, to your subconscious mind, okay? And this is exactly what you should be doing. So now, my gorgeous Libra, I'm just going to see what is going to happen to those of you in relationship. You know, this is the time when you really kind of need to realize that, you know, the specific like kind of plan will need to come to an end completely. And you will know what plan this is, because it was pretty much so. It's to do with an uncertain outlook. And now you will realize that this is not, you know, this was like a bit of an imagination, that this was like kind of draining so much out of both of you, and that you need to come up with something else. Even more so, very unusual situation is going to come up. Something is going to surprise you at around the 18th of June. The couples I'm talking about is to do with a certain plan. So it's about like a really kind of like a stop the certain plan, because it's just a kind of really, really unwise to do this, you see. And this is something, you see, when it comes to this, you will know what this is, because it's giving you the uncertain outlook. And as the couple, it's just something that maybe just at the moment for the next 2 or 3 months, just put it a little bit on hold and see how things going to unfold and develop, because by then you are both going to have invaluable like experiences which are only going to help you to kind of put more light on this situation. So you will see the way this is going to unfold and the way this is going to actually develop. It's going to lead towards an ultimate change later on, but then again at the same time you just need to kind of understand that with these type of things I would not rush whatsoever. For those of you who are single and ready to mingy, my gorgeous Libra, you know, I don't think it's the time where you're gonna find the love of your life, because you know it's more about someone who already kind of crossed your path, or somebody who is just going to cross your path just quickly. And it's almost like a maybe you're gonna kind of come across the certain person and you're really gonna like that person, but then again something is not going to be right. That person is gonna tell you something, or you're gonna become aware of the certain things that they said, that they weren't honest, they weren't truthful to you. It's to do with a certain lies, and that is just in itself, it's gonna show that this person is really, really untrustworthy. I know that this sounds really kind of sad and negative, but you know what? There is something very specific that is going to take place after this moment in time. You will change. Your way of thinking is changed. You just need to give a credit to yourself where the credit is due when it comes to your intuition. So you're gonna come across someone this month, my gorgeous Libra, or you've already like came across someone like right now as we speak, you know. It's just going to be something really brief. So it's going to be a bit of like maybe stranger in the night, little Libra in the morning, you know. It's going to be like a bit of maybe that, or maybe it's going to be like just like you saw someone and then there was a strong connection in between you two, but just something really brief and something really quick. But this is important. I know it sounds really dark lallish, but it is like an absolutely mind-blowing experience that you are going to gain out of it, and you're not going to be able to understand that straight away, but naturally this is the little barrier that you need to go through. This is the little blockage that you need to go through. I very strongly see someone very special walking into your life in July and August, like, oh my god, ooh la la. But this is just an important part of your spiritual journey, so you're going to come across this, so you will be able to protect yourself and your energy later on. Okay, my gorgeous Libra, I love you all so much. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light. So I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, psychic medium. Love you. Bye.